Jake Parrish.
Dom Zambanini.
Nick Warner.
Hey, this is the Elk County Catholic Crusaders here at D9 Media Day. Guys, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
We're looking to get back into the regular football season, and let's get right into it. Coach, what position group are you most confident in as you head into the season?
I think our defense is going to be our strong suit. We return, I believe, 6 players from there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do on defense. Offense, we only return 2, and kind of a newer options on offense. So I think defense should be very interesting to see this year.
And from a player's perspective, you guys looking over your team, what position group do you guys think is going to be most successful for you?
I'm going to have to agree with Coach. I believe defense is where we're going to be most strong. And we have a lot of kids who have put the time in when it comes to defense, and it's going to show.
I think defense as well, but especially our line offensively. I think with returning players online and great coaching staff, that's where we're going to be strong at.
And then let's kind of look at the flip side. What position group are you maybe most concerned about as we head into the season?
I would say probably just because of their greenness, I would probably say the running backs and then our quarterback position as well. I mean, we just graduated 2 great running backs in Nick Chris and Sam Call. So we do have some younger kids that we're very excited for, but they're going to be very green with not that much experience. We're going to have to coach them up, but I'm looking forward to it. But I would say that would be the 2 positions we are kind of weaker at.
And then, you'd mentioned kind of having a lot of confidence in the offensive line. How much do you think that will help, having those experienced guys and a confident group up front to help some of those younger players, especially at the running back position?
Being able to block their guy in front of us will allow them have their gaps and score a touchdown.
And then having a strong defense, again, obviously a strong defense puts the ball in the offense's hands more often. How beneficial can that be to get some of those young players up to speed?
That's just a big momentum boost. I mean, one team could be up, say, 3 touchdowns. They give up a fumble, come back, and we score a touchdown. The momentum's in our favor, and it's just like a snowball effect from there on out.
And then, Coach may look at it a little differently than the players, so we'll start with the players. How are you guys going to define success this season?
Success, I think, for us is going to be able to teach new kids, bring them together, and hopefully have a winning season.
Your success is determined by how hard you're willing to work, and what I've seen so far is that we have a very hard-working group of kids, and they want to be there, which is very encouraging.
I mean, I would go both those points. I think success is kind of twofold. I think it is bringing the experienced players that have had experience with varsity reps and bringing kids that have not had experience and marrying them together and getting them to come unitly. Also, the other part of success would be to mold these guys to be great men on and off the field as well.
Who do you guys think, either individually or as a position group, has made the biggest gain so far this offseason?
I would say it is our running back and quarterback position. I think during the open fields and the lifting and the 7-on-7 that we did up in Smethport, I think getting those kids those reps, I think will help them elevate those and get them ready to balance that experience that they lack on the field.
Guys, anybody in the weight room you've seen putting up some big numbers so far this year, or positionally as a group kind of making some big gains?
I'm going to have to agree with Coach here. Our running back game, like he said, we had 2 very, very, very good running backs and a good quarterback. So it's nice to see that the one that we have working quarterback-wise and our 2 running backs kind of flip-flopping in and out, they're showing very, very promising.
Our defensive, I think our linebackers have been mainly in the weight room a lot and throughout since end of last season, through last season and into this year.
Coach, you mentioned the benefit of getting over to some of the 7-on-7s and open fields. How important has it been to kind of get back on a normal off-season schedule this year?
I think it's been everything. I think last year, coming into last off-season, we were doing very well. A lot of kids at the weight room, and then COVID kind of outbroke, and a lot of the gyms kind of shut down, so then we were kind of in an awkward pause, and I think that kind of maybe caused some of the injuries or exhaustion a lot quicker in the games for players. This year, it's been great. We started getting in there in the winter, and we've been able to go full bore since. So I think that'll help us out a lot this year to stay more healthy and to be better prepared in the field, hydration-wise as well.
And from a player's perspective, how important is it to have some of these, team off-season activities like the 7-on-7s, team workouts, things like that, as you get ready for the fall camp?
It means a lot. It brings all of us together. It prepares us for strength and mentally.
It's just like a big family. It's like you can't function if you're not all in unison. So it's really good to see that everyone is willing to take that leap to join together so early in the 2021 season.
And as you look ahead to the schedule a little bit, again, how important is it to look at a schedule and say, okay, this is we generally know who we're going to play this year, instead of maybe taking it as a week by week, that uncertainty?
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot better. I mean, last year with COVID, we had 6 games, and if you didn't make the playoffs, you were going to play 8. We unfortunately only played 6 because COVID started to outbreak a little more. And then week to week, you kind of hear teams of COVID. So it's a lot better to kind of know, or hopefully know, who you're playing week to week then. So I think it should help our players be able to not have to worry about the outlying factors and just focus on football this year.
And from a player's perspective, again, how much does that change for you as you're not maybe necessarily thinking, are we going to play this week or are we not?
I think it's a lot to look forward to. Last year, we only got to start 2 weeks later because of COVID, and this year we were able to get right after it and start games earlier than last year.
I'm just excited to see momentum start to build. Like, everyone is just getting super excited. Football's different. It's different. It gets people going a lot quicker than anything else, and to know that we get to get back to normal makes it go twice as fast. It's such a rush.
And as you look ahead to your schedule this year, what's maybe the one or 2 teams on your schedule that you look at and you say, we know that's going to be a challenging week for us?
I honestly think we start right off the bat. We're playing Bucktail this year. They're joining the D9 league instead, and now with Kernsville getting out, so I think that'll be interesting. Playing a lot of the strong teams like Red Bank Valley, Union, Keystone, and then getting to play Brockway again because I played them when I was in high school, so I'm excited to see that matchup again then. I think those should all be interesting games.
And is there anybody you guys are kind of looking forward to on the schedule you're getting back to playing against?
I'm excited to play Red Bank. That was a very interesting game the last time we were down there. Crazy stuff happened, but I'd like to get a full game in this time. It'd be fun.
I agree with both of them.
All right, guys. Anything else you are looking forward to heading into this season?
I'm just excited to see how the kids grow and hope, I think fans or people from the outside, they worry about the wins and losses a lot. That's always fun, but my senior year, I went 0-9, and it's the funnest year I could ever remember. So it's just honing those experiences, and these guys are going to talk about that for the rest of their life. So to make sure they have good experience and mold them into great men is the most important thing.
All right, guys, the ECC Crusaders, thanks for stopping by, and good luck this season.
Yep, thank you.